Hey everybody, welcome back again to Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy, where the proof continues to be in the singing. I get this question asked quite a bit: how much should I warm up my voice, or for how long? Well, it turns out it's not that simple because there's a lot more nuance to that, and let me explain. The first thing is if you're just starting out, you're not going to try to run a marathon overnight. You're going to want to build up to that. So I recommend about 10 minutes, 15 minutes is a pretty good start. Don't overdo it, and do that for, a couple weeks even, 2-3 weeks. It's not criminal to be easy on your voice. It depends on how you're warming up your voice and what kind of exercises you're doing. Now, look through my channel. I've got quite a bit of decent exercises. They're very simple. I also have a singing course called How to Sing Better Than Anyone Else, and I cover all this in my course at kentamplinvocalacademy.com. But so start out with about 10 or 15 minutes and then work your way up to 20 and so forth. And maybe every 3 or 4 days you can add an extra 5 minutes until you hopefully build up to around an hour per day, 5 to 6 days a week, if you have the time to do that. Now, something else that's kind of important is how much are you stretching your voice? And when you're warming your voice up, how are you going about warming your voice up? So I recommend starting really easy in your chest voice and rolling in your head voice early as you're just first starting up your warm-up process. And then as you go a little bit more into your warm-up, you can start to wake up the chest voice a little bit more and hand it off later into the head voice if you already understand about mixed voice and mixing the passaggio or going all the way up into your head voice. If you don't, then just be really easy. Don't push the chest voice at all initially. Go kind of to your, let's say, your highest peak, your highest point, and just kind of do that a few times, and then ever so gently after 5 or 6 or 7 minutes, add one note to it. And then after a couple more minutes, add a second note to it, and so forth, one tone, so that you can kind of wake up the voice really gently and real gingerly. Now, it's a real good idea to start on the ah vowel because it's a great way to get the good ping that we've talked about. So it's something simple like some of those simple exercises that you see on my channel. Now, in my course, of course, I get crazy and have some really awesome, complicated things that will really give you like inverted scales and help you with pitch and range and stuff like that. But you really want to build up to that because that's important. So look through my channel and see some of the exercises and do what I said. So start out real gentle, go kind of early into your head voice, like with the lip drill and the tongue exercise, kind of go gently, go into your head voice a little early, then wake it up after about 5 to 7 minutes, wake up the chest a little bit more, so add a note or two. And then one more thing, the voice has a biological clock, and it likes to be warmed up around the same time every day. So it's a lot easier that if you do your warm-ups at 6 o'clock at night to be consistent with 6 o'clock at night. If you do 6 o'clock at night and then 9 o'clock in the morning the next day, that's a little tough to get your voice to go. It's like going through a time zone, like jet lag for your voice. You really want to, try to warm it up at the same time. And then also, too, if you end up where things like your voice starts to crack at certain notes and stuff, it's not criminal to stop. That doesn't mean it's bad. Nobody wants their voice to crack, but it's not the end of the world. Just stop for about 30 seconds and then go back and do the same scale again. If you're doing it correctly with good support and good open throat technique, go back and try it again, and you'll notice your voice doesn't crack because we're building a muscle and we really want to, continue to build that. So don't let like a little crack here and there deter you and think, oh my gosh, it's terrible, it's awful. So anyway, so thank you guys for joining me. Ken Tamplin Vocal Academy. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and until next time, peace out.